Hey guys, what's up? Let's listen to some ASMR of this girl sucking us off while I answer some of these questions I got in this recent block damage thing. And I'm going to generalize a little bit because it just is easier that way. So, one of the comments was something like, well, you can't have block damage because if you have block damage, then technically you can't have comeback moments. Thankfully, when I read something kind of that stupid, we have this girl giving us, man, I don't know what this girl is doing to us in this video, but shit, it's relaxing me. So why would you not be able to have comebacks if there was block damage? Now, first of all, I said I don't know if I would have regular ki blast do block damage, yes. Would a regular ki blast be able to kill you? You know, maybe I'd say it's only supers, try to find like a medium, whatever it is, you know, but the thing is, this is exciting. That makes the comebacks exciting. When Street Fighter 2, let me just have a character jump. When a character is trying to avoid getting hit by fireballs, he's doing a dragon punch on wake up to get through a fireball. That is hype. That makes, maybe this ASMR is actually too long actually. Let's turn it down a little bit. The ASMR is a little bit too loud. That actually makes it hype. And yes, there can be comebacks. When you have characters being like, I don't know, what's this character? Let's say, you know, maybe the character's like, oh, they're throwing fireballs. They're trying to get that last hit of block damage. One more hit, and the characters are trying to dance away from it. They're trying to reflect to get away from it. Boom, hopefully. Oh, see, gee, can you imagine those kind of situations? Like, oh, shit, he's about to run into that fireball. Or like, imagine this, he's like, oh, he jumped away. Oh, shit. Like, imagine, like, I'm trying to think of a situation like, oh, maybe I thought the guy was going to jump in on me, so I'm going to duck hard slash them. Hard slash. That shows you how fucking much I play this game. I don't fucking play this game, but Jesus Christ. A duck hard, right? He thought the guy was going to jump in. They both have no life left. But then he jumped back to throw a fireball, whatever it might be. You know, oh, shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just saying, like, these kind of situations are fun when you're trying to dance away to get from a fireball because one more hit kills you. Oh shit, you know, those kind of situations, dude. What the idea is like, you can't have block damage because it's going to make it not hype. No, it makes it more hype. Of course there can be comebacks. Trying to get comebacks while dancing around fireballs is hype. So that question makes no sense. And again, what regular fireballs do, I would say these could do block damage. They could do like a pixel, whatever. Would it kill you? Who knows? Maybe it'd only be like supers or whatever. But Jesus Christ, man. Just the idea that would not be hype is completely false. Then I saw another comment that, and you see this comment so much, and it is actually, it's depressing, and it's basically you're talking shit about yourself. You see people talking about like, you can't have block damage in games or any of these complicated things in a game because this game is for beginners. Do you realize from a certain kind of perspective you're talking shit about yourself in the game you're playing? Oh, the Dragon Ball FighterZ is for beginners, so we can't have block damage, we can't have complicated mechanics, whatever. It's like, why? Are you talking shit about yourself? Like, no, we can't have these mechanics, we can't have block damage because this game is for beginners. Who said? Why does it have to be? Are you talking shit about yourself that I can't play a game like this, it's complicated? What about Street Fighter 2? Is Street Fighter 2 a game for beginners? Maybe at face value, Street Fighter 2 looks simple, but from another standpoint, as you progress throughout the game, it gets more complex. This actually gets back to that comment that stupid Arc System works. They made, they're like, oh, people can only enjoy Guilty Gear if you are good at it. This makes no sense. There's no precedent for this. Imagine the first time you played any video game. You were technically a beginner. The first time you played Street Fighter 2, you didn't know how to do a fireball. You didn't know how to do a dragon punch. Guess what? People still played it because the video game was fun. Now, if you want to continue to get better at the video game, yes, you have to get better. But are you still able to enjoy the video game on a basic level, even as a beginner? Of course. Just because Dragon Ball FighterZ, you're adding layers to the depth, you're adding different levels to it, just because the game can continuously progress, why does that mean that a beginner can no longer enjoy it? That is completely false. You're talking about a game from a different perspective of competitively. And competitively, which again, you're basically talking shit about your game if you're saying like, oh, competitively, this game has to be for beginners. Why are you talking shit about yourself? Are you admitting that you suck? Well, what a terrible thing to like, you're talking shit about yourself. That's terrible. Like, of course, you know, again, this is talking about competitively. And I've said before, most people aren't competitive at games. You're talking about a different kind of like argument here. It's like, yes, if you want to get better at a game, eventually you're going to have to progress with your friend. And if your friend keeps progressing and you don't, well, I mean, maybe you're just not cut out for the game competitively, but are you saying that a beginner can't enjoy the game? No, that's not true. Those kind of statements are completely false. We can't have block damage because this game is for beginners, and that will make it so only people that are good at video games will enjoy them. Most people aren't good at video games. That argument makes no sense, and you're literally talking shit about yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of these other comments I saw, people were like, some of these other comments, it was something like, well, I feel like some of these comments were actually like people were trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be. There's even some hypocritical stuff. It's like, oh, well, I don't think every character should do block damage, only certain characters. Wait, what the fuck? Why? Oh, what? That sounds fucking retarded. You're literally making rules that only apply to certain characters. So not all characters play on the same playing field? That doesn't make sense. Now, obviously, some characters are going to do more block damage. That's reasonable. There's precedence for that. I mean, that is a video game. I mean, if Vegeto's doing a level 3, I mean, you would think that this should be doing more damage than a character that just, you know, you just block that. I mean, because you're getting hit by a whole laser beam, whatever. It's more hits. You know what I mean? You could say like, oh, this fireball, you know what I mean? It's just a key blast. It doesn't have to do as much as a special move. Yeah, certain special moves are going to do more life, but why would you say something like, oh no, let's just make it so only the characters that are zoners can do block damage? Why? Technically, is Goku a zoner? I mean, I don't know if people can consider Goku a zoner, no. I'm just saying, it's like, what about this Brawly? Oh wait, that's the other side of the screen, sorry. Is Brawly considered a zoner? But, well, he has some fireballs. Are you making rules that now that can't do block damage because he's not considered a zoner? That's fucking retarded. I understand, of course, there's an idea that some moves are going to do more block damage than others, but why would you put in a rule that only certain characters can do block damage? That sounds so fucking retarded. What the fuck, dude? That doesn't show up. I don't understand what that doesn't even make sense. Wait, what? And then I saw some comments about, it was like, oh, well, you can have characters do block damage, but not if they're doing a string into it. Aim on, we don't want to take away, it was, I guess, I don't think the guy's first language was English. I think he even admitted that he maybe wrote it wrong or worded it strangely, but basically the gist out of it I got is, you can only do block damage, but not if you're comboing into something, because we want to focus the game on being a tag team game, and we don't want to change the story of the game. So let me get this straight. A character should not be able to solo do a move that goes into block damage. Move shouldn't be a block damage if you're doing it, if you're comboing into it. But if I do assist, I can do block damage. What the fuck, dude? What are you fucking talking about? Jesus fucking Christ. What? And, you know, first of all, just the idea saying that we don't want to take away this game from focusing on being a tag team game, first of all, that's retarded as well. This game is extremely hypocritical. This game discourages Team Super. So don't even get into this idea that this game is a tag team game. I mean, it is, but the idea that this game is we want to focus this game on being a tag team game, this game is extremely hypocritical. We already know that there's literally in the fucking tutorial menu, the game is like, oh, we have so little mix-ups, so we need to be able to do assist while calling people to get real mix-ups, whatever the fuck it was, right? So you're sort of saying this game is encouraging team synergy, but then you literally have moments where like, oh, well, if it's double supers and characters that have supers that are better to go into super to super, we don't want that to happen. The game is extremely hypocritical. don't talk about what a ridiculously flawed argument. The game is extremely hypocritical. What? And then just the idea, it's like, oh, well, you know, a character shouldn't be able to combo into solo, into block damage. And it should only work if you're with assists. So, wait, what? So you're making it literally weak. Why would you want a game? You know, a game is supposed to be special. A game is supposed to be special that even if your tag team members die, the other member of your team, your character solo is still just as special. Your character is supposed to feel special that maybe if I lost all my people, my character still feels fun to play. Yeah, some characters are going to be synergistically better. Maybe there's going to be some characters that do synergistically work better. But if you're trying to make up an excuse that my character now can't do shit, if he's solo, you're making up rules that he can't solo into block damage? What in the god? What about when you're doing sparking? Can your moves do more block damage? Sure, why not? Does it have to be drastic? No, it doesn't. I'm sure you could put in some code algorithm, whatever. You know, I'm not trying to make this video too complicated. This is like a generalized statement, but yeah, you know what I mean? Some moves are going to do more block damage. You know, when you're sparking, you're like, well, is it 2 times? Is it 3 times? Well, I don't know, dude. Do we need to get into the exact specifics? Are we getting that specific? This is just a general idea. Yes, probably when you're doing sparking, if you're doing a little bit more damage, yeah. Okay, your moves do a little bit more block damage. You have ways out. This is not necessarily guaranteed. People are like, well, what if you actually do get into a situation where, oh, fuck, I have no meter. Oh, Vegito, I have literally no meter. And he does this, and I don't even have a level 1 to alpha counter out of it. Am I going to die? Yeah, motherfucker, maybe you might die. Jesus Christ, fucking Christ. I'm sorry. The other character has more meter than you. Yes, there's sometimes you might die. Is that bad? It's a video game. Like, really? I also saw some guy, he was trying to say something like, oh, well, Brawly, you know, he could just do this, and then he could just do a level 1 super, and it flows all the screen, and then he just runs in and does whatever, blah, blah, blah. If he did blah, oh, sorry, I gotta record that better. He blah, 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 he does super, and then he just runs in, you can't do anything. It literally fills the screen. Okay, like, so, like, I mean, how much block damage is this? He literally filled the screen. Can you imagine if that could kill me? That could, and you know what? Look at this. Take this a step further though, because this is so obvious. In this game, a lot of supers in this game just kind of feel like, oh, I knocked the guy down, and then I'm going to super. What if you actually thought of the game of, yes, supers have attributes. I can kill you with a super. So imagine if Brawly jumped up and he's like, oh shit. You know the guy, oh shit, I can kill him. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and then I'm going to run because he's got to block this. Blah, blah, blah. Well, whatever. And it's like, well, you know what? Your super now has more attributes, more uses than just being an ender. And what if Brawly did that? And then Goku was like, oh shit. We actually gave supers other uses? Supers have more uses than just a finisher now? Fuck, maybe Goku's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, but then I'm like, oh shit, I have a super, I can beat this. And not only am I not gonna die from block damage, maybe I was gonna die from the next hit. Imagine we have a situation like that. Goku's gonna die, next hit of block damage, but then he's like, oh shit, I forgot I have a super. And you're like, whoa. So our supers actually have some kind of versatility fucking now, besides just being the finisher to a combo? So why is that fucking guaranteed? Like, are these the level of conversations that you guys are having? Like, these seems like basic conversations, dude. Like, let me turn back on the ASMR. Oh, did it finish? Is she still sucking me off? I hope the video, well, you know what? We should have kept it on. Anyway, that's just me answering some of the questions. Like what are you guys talking about? These aren't real arguments. Your arguments aren't even well thought out. Oh, she's still there. Anyway, the end.